to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than my usual videos because I'm going to do a review on this Primark artist palette, but I'm also going to do a tutorial on how I got this look, and I will provide swatches as well. I am not a makeup artist in any way, shape or form. I just do makeup for me and as a hobby, so you know, this isn't up to makeup artist standard. This palette is available from Primark and is £8 and has 28 shades. 9 of them are matte and the rest are either shimmer or satin or duochrome. As you will see in the swatches, not all of them swatch great. It was like there were different formulas within like each section, so like some shimmers swatched better than other shimmers, and my favourite row swatching wise was this third row from the top, or second row from this angle. This row swatched really nicely. I was actually disappointed with these first two rows because they didn't show up very well, or they didn't swatch as nicely, like they were quite dry. I based the look around this shade here because it swatched absolutely amazingly and I wanted to do something with that. This shade is a repeat shade from some of the other eyeshadow palettes and it is absolutely shocking. Nothing comes out on this. It's just chunky glitter, and I wouldn't even put it on my brow bone or my inner corner, and just you get nothing from it. So one thing I found from looking at the palette is that when you take this sticker off the back, there is two initials called A and K, and I'm assuming they are the people that make this for Primark. Now I have two other palettes which also have the A and K on the back, and these are the Master Eye palettes. Now I've done a video on these and I really like these, and they also have the A and K on the back there, but I do feel like these are superior quality to this palette. I feel like there's more hits out of this one, and I could use this to create a whole look and not have any problems than I would with this big palette, because I did have a fallout issue on some of the shades and I have to keep wiping it away from under my eyes. So now you're going to see the swatches and the tutorial, and then I will come back at the end of the video. Welcome to the tutorial part of this video. So I just need to say the window is open, so if you hear any noise, that is why. It is a very hot day in the UK today, so I needed the window open. And also my camera is not optimized, or it doesn't have the correct lens for doing good close-ups, so this is the best we're gonna get. I have two soft boxes next to me, so I've done the best I can with the lighting. Obviously if I could, I would have, you know, a ring light, a light over me, a better lens, but that would cost hundreds of pounds, and I do this, you know, as a hobby, so for me I can't justify spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds on something that I'm going to do in a spare time, because this is not my job. This I just do for fun. So let's get on with the tutorial. So I'm first going to start with a Morphe brush. This is the Morphe MB15 and it's just like a little flat kind of brush, and I'm going to take this matte shade here and put that all over my eyes. There is no lighter shade because all the others have like shimmer, or they're like a duochrome shift to them, so that's the lightest colour that I can set my eyes with. I also forgot to mention that I have set my eyes with this, it's the Essence I Heart Colour Intensifying Eyeshadow Base. They have two shades in this eyeshadow base. They have the I Heart Stage, which is the darker colour, and this is the lightest colour. So I use this and it's like £2 or £3. It's really good. So next I'm going to take this Smashbox blending brush. There is no name on it, and even the word Smashbox is kind of faded off now. And I am going to use this slightly darker matte colour as a transition colour. I'm just going to intensify that and put a little bit more on. It is bringing off quite a bit of fallout, this one, and I'm feeling like I have to blend it up quite a bit to get the look that I want. So I've brought it up quite close to the brow because I want to just bring it up that far and intensify the look, and I'm just going to push it out a little bit at the edge, just so we can kind of wing it out a little bit. So now I'm going to take this Coastal Scents brush. It did have a name on the website like a blending brush, but now it's actually called a BRCN06. Great, so they're really nice, these Coastal Scent brushes, I really like them. I'm going to take this orange colour here and just like deepen it up a little bit, deepen the crease up a little bit. I'm going to use this Real Techniques shading brush, and we're going to dip it into this red, and we're going to use it on the outer parts of the eye to start creating the halo. So now I'm going to cut the crease, and I'm using a Makeup Addiction concealer brush. It's a really flat, stiff brush. It's great for cutting creases, and I've put some of the Tarte Shape Tape back on this this kind of mixing palette that I got from Primark, and it was only about £1 or £2. It's really good. And yeah, so I've just put some on the back of there, and I'm just going to go out on my brush and cut the crease. Okay, so it's not perfect, but it doesn't matter because we're going to put shadow on top of it now, and I'm going to put this rose gold colour over. Now this swatched amazingly, this colour, so I'm just going to put that over the concealer. So to do this, I'm going to use a Makeup Addiction classic shader brush. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give the eye look a little bit of depth, and we need a dark brown to do this. So the Primark palette doesn't have a really dark brown, doesn't have many dark colours in it. So I'm just going to go into this Colourpop Gimme To Me Straight palette and use this dark brown cut. Actually, you can use any kind of dark brown that you have. This was just one that I had on hand and I wanted to play with. So that brown is just going to go over the outers of the eyes just to deepen it up a little bit. Lost a little bit of that red food blending, that's fine. I'm just going to put a little bit back in. I'm also going to run it under my eyelash, my lower lash line, that's the one. And I'm just going to put this colour here on my brow bone. And this is just a Lily England brush. These are really nice. So now I'm going to do my eyeliner off camera. I am using a mix of a L'Oreal Infallible Brown on my bottom lash line. I'm using the Kat Von D, it's the tattoo line on my top lash line, and then I'm going to put some mascara on with this Rimmel Scandalise Reloaded mascara. Okay, so I've put my mascara and my eyeliner on, and this is the finished look. Okay, so now that you've seen the tutorial, I'm going to tell you what I actually think of this palette. I don't think it's a bad palette, but me, for example, I prefer these palettes. These are £5 from Primark. You don't get as many shades as you do in this big palette, but I think the quality is better in this. I think some of the shades were hit and miss, and that counts for both matte and shimmer. Some of the shimmers don't really do much, whereas some of the shimmers were really amazing. Like, I really wanted to do something with this row because nearly all the shades were amazing, including like this shade here. It's like a gunmetal with a bit of green in it, and it was a really nice colour. I just didn't know what to do with it. These two colours here were quite dry, so I didn't like them so much. I think overall for the price it's not bad, but because it's £8 it kind of goes in line with competing with like Makeup Revolution, and I find Makeup Revolution's quality to be more superior than this. For the price of this, £8, I would probably recommend that you go and get these two Makeup Revolution palettes instead. These are the Reloaded Iconic Division and Iconic Vitality palettes. These are £4 each, so you can get both of them for £8, which is the cost of this one. I think the quality is a lot more superior. The mattes are really nice, and I think that overall just great palettes and a lot more consistent than the Primark palette, which is shades are hit and miss. See, on this one I think I fell into the hype with this, like, oh my god, it's a brand new Primark palette, I want to get it and get it for my channel, when, you know, and I thought, oh my god, it looks a bit like the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, but then I just thought, you know, actually there's probably just some similarities, you know, because it says artist palette and not, you know, it could be just like a spectrum of colours, but this is obviously nothing in quality like the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I think the eye that I've created today is probably nothing special. You could create this look out of a load of different palettes. So thanks for watching my other video today. I have got some similar videos or videos of things I've talked about today, and I will link them down below. So thanks for watching today. Check out my other videos and I will see you again later. Bye!